Hello. Today's chess day, and we are 1967 against in 1924. I don't know quite what country he's from, but it's sort of familiar in a way. His name is Hidden Int. I kind of like that name. And we are playing a Slav opening. Well, now it's a semi-Slav. Now, about this position, I think that I can get this position by playing g6 first. We just do a regular queen's gambit declined. I play g6, and then he plays c6, and the game goes on, right? Then I can play knight f3, or I can play bishop g2. This order feels different and feels kind of like wrong to me, because he's kind of said, I'm really bolstering the h1 a8 diagonal, and I'm kind of like disrespecting that by just playing there anyway. I think I'm confident here that the move is knight back this way. Now I think my other knight is supposed to go to d2, but this releases an attack on the diagonal, right? He just weakened the diagonal. So we're utilizing that with our bishop while simultaneously attacking the c4 pawn. The best thing he can do is just give up the pawn, just let it go. He can't defend it with b4, doesn't work. And this is interesting. He can defend this way, but I think he's crippled the diagonal for a long time. So I think I'd like to further cripple the diagonal. If he plays a5, I think that hurts the b pawn even more. And if he lets me play a5, his knight moves, I take the pawn, and that's good for me too. So, yeah. So his queenside looks really weird. I don't like it at all, and I think that's good for me. Now there's going to be some position, I think, in the future where I can try to take that c pawn. But for now, there's no rush. I'm just going to play developing moves. Oh, I blundered my center pawn. Look at that. I blundered my central pawn, and he didn't take it. And I blundered again, and he didn't take it. Wow. That's a lot of blunders. So we're going to push him for. We're going to push like this. We're all kinds of wrecked here. We're down a pawn, and actually knight b4 is a good move. Hopping into the now open. He can't really go there. He can't really go knight into d3 because I take on c4 and then take the knight. There is an issue, though, of a hanging pawn. So we should try to unhang that pawn. And the only way that I can see how to do that is by a very gross and uncomfortable undeveloping move like this. So this seems very bad, and I'm very uncomfortable. But he can't play knight b3, so I'm happy. f4, e5, he's not developed yet, so try to claim that his lack of development is bad for him. But yeah, white's busted here. I just played too quickly and wasn't thinking things through. Knight d3 is a really compelling move, but it just doesn't work tactically. Man, I really have to try to get at that. I really gotta get that knight out of there, but I can't without treating the bishop. I can just sack the c pawn like this, or sack the b pawn, sorry, directly. This lets my bishop get out, and it's like 7 sets of triple quotes, kind of opening up things, right? Yeah, I'm attacking something, so I can win a pawn, and he pushes like this, and I just take it. Then he takes the center pawn. Yeah, this is fine. And I thought that I developed. Oh, at the end he has bishop f6. I didn't see that. It's unfortunate. I can't play f4 either. Well, maybe I'm not so worried about it. Yeah, no, I'm not so worried. I thought I was, but if he plays knight b3 here, knight d3, attacks my bishop, I don't have to defend it right away. I can move my knight to, let's say, f3, which attacks the queen. And if he takes the knight, or takes the bishop, I take his queen, obviously. Yeah, that's an interesting move. I'm a little bit confused. I really want to play knight c4. Should I hop in there? I also just want to bring my knight forward. My knight coming forward, he takes it. I take his g-pawn, so I sack the knight, but I get the g-pawn. I can also just move my knight anywhere I feel like it, I think. Maybe my knight goes to f5. What's it doing on f5, though? I don't know, dude. I'm literally such a loss right now. I just know that attacking that g-pawn seems like kind of a cool idea. But that's as far as it goes. And no further. Other ideas are just knight c4. Knight c4. Trading some pieces, hopefully. Trading the queens off, so hopefully I don't get checkmated. This seems like a worse place for his bishop to be, so I'm happy with this. We take this way. And then I can move my knight with a tempo on the g-pawn. I still have dominance over the long diagonal. And now I'm going to grab the open file. And my position, I think, is considerably improved from before. Like, improved a lot. Probably e5. Probably e5 is good to let his bishop get out and play chess. So maybe I should have more carefully considered a move like e5 myself. Yeah, and then e5 comes. Yeah, his bishop is good on e3. So probably I should try to defend stuff. Yeah, that was a huge oversight. Well, let's see. That pawn is undefended, so I can attack it. Let's do that. My knight is kind of not really a good piece where it was. And I can try to reroute it to d3. This is interesting. What's he trying to say? I just don't think it's good. That's all there is to it. I don't think it's good. I think he's trying to say something like his queenside pawns are going to be good, which they very well might be. But I feel like the e-pawn was really important. And now he doesn't have it anymore. I'm not going to have like some like ravaging attack against his king or anything. But king h1 is strong, I think. Whoa. He really wants those pawns to get pushed. I think I could just let him take that. His double pawns, I think, will be really bad. And taking gives him connected passers. Oh, there's a tactic, isn't there? Yeah, there's a cool tactic here. I attack this way. Watch this. I take the knight. I take the knight, take the pawn, then push. And then my bishop attacks his rook. Like this. I have to do this first. And then I can push the pawn. And then even if he takes it, I can play knight into d5, which is a fork. So I think I have like just enough here. Just barely enough. And actually, maybe there's some crazy line where I get him to like move both his rooks, and then I take his bishop. Bishop on d8. Yeah, this is not a good game so far, though. Like, the complications are cool and stuff, but I mean, why doesn't he just take my knight? Takes my knight, I take back, and these two connected passers. It's not going to be easy to stop. He'll lose his light square bishop, so it'll be light versus dark. And opposite colored positions tend towards draws normally. I want to play e5 and just sack the pawn. Oh, I don't have to sack it anymore. I can just play it straight up. I can't play d5 now. I can't play d5 now. Take the bishop, sack the exchange. Huh. No, I don't think I can sack the exchange. So f4, e5. Because I really don't want to have two bishops. Actually, you know, in that position, I don't think sacking the exchange is so bad. I'm going to play it. This seems crazy. I'm going to do this. Maybe he just moves the bishop. He might. But I think I'll sack the exchange. And the reason is because his two pawns will be doubled. So his queen pawns become way less dangerous. Also, his pawns will be queening on a white square, and I have a white square bishop. I do realize the exchange I'm sacking and my king are lined up on the dark f1 or f2 square. So that's a little bit tough. Okay, maybe I have... Whoa, he didn't sack the exchange. No exchange sack, got it. Okay, go after the pawn, right? Like this. Whoa. This is really crazy to me. I didn't expect any of this. He's gonna pin my knight. I'll move my king, and then he'll attack my knight again with the rook. And then I lose it. Playing f4, I mean. He pins. I attack the bishop. Huh. That might work. We'll try it. We'll gain space. Actually, you know what? His bishop is almost out of squares. So I think we can actually just attack the bishop. Like this. No need to overcomplicate things. His bishop is dominated. Yeah, the bishop is dominated. Now the question is if he plays rook a8. Oh, wow. Check this out. Rook a8. I just take it. He takes back, and then I take on c6 with the bishop. Problematically, he checks me. I think I said programmatically there on accident. He freed his bishop. But at what cost? This seems like he's giving up too much, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Because he just gave up the pawn that he had. Huh. Do I take the pawn? Check, I have to drop back with the bishop. And then I can play king up always. I think I take this. It's scary. You know what? It's scary because his pawn's only 3 squares away from queening. Okay. You're watching this YouTube channel because you want to be entertained. What? What? And he just pushes again. No, it doesn't work. I thought it did. We just play here, right? Defend the queen square. And then do it again. Right? Did I miss something? I can always just play king up. So he takes my rook with check. I come down. Sorry, he takes my rook with check. I come back down. Then he brings the other rook down. So I just defend the king. Check. Takes, back, up, and then I'm good. I think this all works out. Also, he has some back rank stuff he has to worry about. If I had an extra tempo, I could probably even play. Okay, I'm really nervous now. I think I saved everything. What's the issue? He should get lift for his king. Wait, it's actually going bad for him, I think. I'm sorry, I'm thinking. He's stopping my king from coming in, which is good. I don't really see how he makes any progress, though. And now can't I just make a passed pawn and try to queen it? Wait, can't I check? I'm so stupid. I can check on the back rank. Put my rook behind the bishop. He queens. I take the new queen. He goes to the rook, but his bishop is pinned. I can't get my king in, though, because there's check. And then I move up. And then his bishop's attacked by my king and the rook, but he just moves it. Huh. It's an interesting position, though, nonetheless. I should have considered checking and then going behind the bishop for, like, half a second longer than I did. Also, there's actually a crazy line, I think, where I put the bishop on b1, forcing him to take it, and then my rook takes his bishop, and he can't move the rook off the square because he'll lose it. This is not... I don't like this move. Why did he play that? Here? I don't know. I'm at a loss. This is confusing. He's playing weird chess moves that I don't understand. I'm out for a draw. I'm scared to lose this. I think bishop b1's a really good move. Bishop b1 stops him from queening. Forever. Like, bishop b1 is really good, I think. So nervous. There's the rook check. I come back. There's the rook check. And you can't block with the bishop because he just takes, and then makes a queen. So does my king go to g2? This way? Away from the pawn or closer to the pawn? I feel like I want to go closer to the pawn. I'm going to go this way. I want to defend that my h-pawn. Otherwise, he had rook h3, and I don't have a really good way to defend the pawn. Because I can defend... Oh. And we want to play this move. No more queening for you. No more queening for you. And... moving on up, I guess. I'm really worried he's going to wrap his bishop around. Like bishop c5. Bishop g1. Oh. What? What? This is great. This is so much better. What? Okay, if he has any advantages left, I will be actually surprised. What? This is incredible. This is like such a good position now. And I'm going to go attack your h-pawn. Okay. Okay, good. Is my king stuck? That's kind of funny. Do I have any tricks? Any tricks at all? I don't think I do. Drop it repetition. I was very lucky, I think, to get that repetition. I'm not going to do the full review. I think I'll save that for later. Yeah, I'm just so lost. Like, so lost. Totally lost in the sauce. And then rook... Yeah, I told you this idea. Here, bishop f8, rook b8. Look at that. Stopping the pawn from behind. And I'm just, it's just the same. Okay, but I blundered. G4. Now that play doesn't even save me anymore. Here. Because rookie one check. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I didn't see that. That's pain. And I'm losing. King F3, I have to only move. King E2. Rook C3. King E2 is better. King H3, King B1. I can't take the pawn though. Like, you're thinking, oh, he gets left and then you take the pawn, but then he wins my rook. So, bishop G2. Bishop G2, what? Here. And then now you can't, oh, you can stop me. King G3. You go away. G5, you come back. And then I win your rook. Look at that. Okay, that's absurd. I would never see that in a million years. Like, I wouldn't see that. I was really happy with bishop E1. I thought bishop E1 was so nice. Then he traded rooks, and I was like, this is so much better. So look, in this position, I'm losing. Like, -1 is a losing position in the endgame. And I was like, wait, I'm so happy. Because now it's like a draw. Like, I was so happy with this. That I mess it up. The break is good. Pushing is good. It's just total draw. Did I lose by locking my king away? No, I didn't. Let's go. Okay. I drew a losing position. That's good. It doesn't feel good to be in a losing position, but... And then when did it start being losing? So I was down a pawn in the opening, but it's okay. I'm down to sack a pawn. This is not bad. Computer recommends b3. But it doesn't recommend taking. Queen d4. Bishop e2 is great. Going back. I have a slight edge here. And then knight c4 is bad, because knight c4, queen captures, bishop captures, bc4, and I have a worse position. My pawn structure is really bad. Two isolated pawns on the queen side versus his three that are together. And e5 is just a great move. I should have played e5 myself. Computer's saying it right now. Right after I played this, I was like, oh, I should have played e5. Because e5 brings his bishop to life. I can keep his bishop suffering a lot. When I play e5 and then f4, there's a check, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, so e5 would have been much better for me than what I played. I'm just losing. So this knight c4 move's bad. Much better was e5, keeping his pieces out of the game. I like it. It's hard for me to play this move, honestly, e5. I understand that you're keeping his bishop locked away, but it just seems like now every piece in their mom gets to go here, you know? Like, I just totally gave away that square. And it just seems like his whole position is operating in front of his pawns besides the bishop. And my bishop is blocked in by my e-pawn, so this position is hard to evaluate for me. And he can't just castle for some reason. Because knight c to e4. Oh, my knight utilizes the square immediately. I guess. I don't know, dude. Hard for me to see. Hard for me to understand this deep into the middle game. I was happy to see that move, and then e5 I have to play. But instead I gave away everything. This is a blunder. Terrible. Well, I'll figure out more about why this is a blunder in another video. Hidden int, good game. You are from the United States of America. Go America, we're free to play blunders, and no one's gonna stop us, because free speech. Okay. Thank you. Turkish film, stay Turkish.